Hello and welcome to English Pod Studio. I'm happy you are here today because this episode will help you learn and listen to English in a natural way. We will talk about something that happens every day in most people's lives: getting ready in the morning. You will hear clear, simple English, and I will describe everything step by step. This will help you learn new words, practice listening, and maybe get some ideas for your own morning routine. My mornings usually start early. I like to wake up before the sun rises. This gives me more time to prepare for the day without feeling rushed. When my alarm rings at 6 o'clock, I slowly open my eyes. Sometimes I stretch my arms and legs while still in bed. This small stretch helps me feel more awake. I sit up, put my feet on the floor, and take a deep breath. I look out of the window to see what the weather is like. If it's sunny, the room feels warm and bright. If it's rainy, the sound of raindrops makes the morning feel calm. The first thing I do is drink a glass of water. It's a simple habit, but it helps my body wake up. Then I go to the bathroom to wash my face. The cool water feels fresh and makes me more alert. I brush my teeth slowly, enjoying the clean feeling. After that, I decide what to wear. I open my wardrobe and look at my clothes. I usually choose my outfit based on the weather. If it's cold, I pick a sweater or jacket. If it's warm, I choose something light and comfortable. I like clothes that make me feel good and ready for the day. Once I'm dressed, I go to the kitchen to make breakfast. For me, breakfast is very important. It gives me energy for the whole morning. Some days I eat toast with jam or butter. Other days, I have eggs or cereal. If I have more time, I make oatmeal with fruit. While eating, I sometimes listen to soft music or a short news update in English. This way, I can enjoy my food and practice listening at the same time. While having breakfast, I think about the tasks I need to do during the day. I make a short list in my notebook. This helps me stay organized and not forget anything important. After breakfast, I take a few minutes for myself. Sometimes I do light exercises like stretching or a short yoga session. Other times, I simply sit quietly and think. This quiet time helps me feel calm before I start my work. When I'm almost ready to leave or begin my tasks at home, I check my bag or desk to make sure I have everything I need: my phone, keys, wallet, and any papers or tools for work. After I finish my breakfast and have taken a few quiet minutes, I move on to the next steps of my morning. One important thing I do is check my appearance before I start the day. I stand in front of the mirror and look to see if my hair is tidy, my clothes are neat, and my face looks fresh. Sometimes I fix my hair or change my shirt if it doesn't feel right. This may seem small, but it gives me confidence for the rest of the day. I also take a moment to choose my shoes carefully. If I know I will walk a lot, I wear something comfortable. If I have a meeting or a special event, I choose something that looks more formal. I believe the right shoes can make a big difference in how I feel. Once I am dressed and ready, I prepare my bag. I check to make sure I have everything I will need. If I'm going to work, I pack my laptop, charger, notebook, and pen. If I'm going shopping, I take my reusable bag. If I'm meeting friends, I might bring a small gift or a snack to share. Next, I check the weather again, this time using my phone. Even if I looked outside earlier, the weather can change quickly. If it's going to rain, I take an umbrella. If it's going to be hot, I pack a bottle of water. This way, I can be prepared and avoid surprises. Before I leave, I sometimes water the plants in my home. I have a few small plants on the windowsill and one bigger plant in the corner of the living room. Taking care of them in the morning makes me happy. It's like starting the day by doing something kind and gentle. I also check my calendar or planner to make sure I remember all my appointments. I read the times carefully so I'm never late. Being on time is important to me, and planning ahead helps me feel less stressed. If I'm staying at home to work, my morning looks a little different. I make sure my desk is clean and ready. I open the curtains to let in sunlight. I put a glass of water next to me so I don't forget to stay hydrated. I also close any apps or websites that might distract me. Right before I leave the house or start my work, I take one last deep breath. This is my way of telling myself, I am ready for today. I think about one positive thing, maybe something I am looking forward to or something I am grateful for. This positive thought makes my day start on the right note. One thing I have learned over the years is that a good morning routine doesn't just happen by chance. It is built from small habits that you repeat every day. In this part, I want to share some of the little habits that make my mornings smoother, calmer, and happier. The first habit is preparing things the night before. Before I go to bed, I often choose the clothes I will wear the next day. I also prepare my bag, making sure everything I need is already inside. This saves me time in the morning and helps me feel less stressed. Another habit is keeping my breakfast simple during busy days. If I know I will have an early meeting or need to leave the house quickly, I prepare something easy like fruit, yogurt, or bread. This way, I still have energy without spending too much time cooking. I also keep my mornings calm by avoiding my phone for the first 20 to 30 minutes after waking up. If I check messages or social media too early, my mind feels busy and distracted. Instead, I focus on myself, drinking water, washing my face, and enjoying the quiet. One thing that always helps me feel good in the morning is listening to something positive. Sometimes I put on soft background music. Other times I listen to a short English podcast or an inspiring talk. This not only improves my mood, but also helps me practice listening in English. Fresh air is another important part of my routine. If the weather is nice, I open the windows to let in sunlight and fresh air. It makes the room brighter and fresher. Sometimes I even step outside for a few minutes just to stretch and feel the morning breeze. I also make time for gratitude. While I'm getting ready, I think of 2 or 3 things I am thankful for. They don't have to be big. It could be good weather, a tasty breakfast, or a message from a friend. This small habit changes how I feel for the rest of the day. When I have extra time, I include a little reading in my morning. I might read a few pages of a book, an article, or something in English to improve my skills. This is not always possible on busy days, but even 5 minutes of reading can make my morning feel more meaningful. Finally, I keep my space clean as I move through my routine. If I make breakfast, I wash the dishes right away. If I take clothes out of the wardrobe, I put everything back in order. A tidy space makes my mind feel calm and ready to focus. These habits may sound small, but together they create a smooth and happy start to my day. My morning routine is not always exactly the same. Some days are different because of the weather, the type of day it is, or where I need to be. I think it is important to have a routine that is flexible so that you can enjoy it no matter what is happening. On weekends, for example, my mornings are slower. I don't set an alarm, so I wake up naturally when my body is ready. I might stay in bed a little longer, just relaxing. Breakfast is often bigger on weekends, maybe pancakes, fresh fruit, or a warm drink enjoyed on the balcony. I use this time to read more, write in my journal, or simply sit quietly and watch the world outside. When it's rainy, my morning feels different. The sound of rain against the window makes me want to stay warm and cozy. I might wear a comfortable sweater and drink hot tea. On rainy days, I move a bit slower, but I still follow the basic steps: wash my face, get dressed, and prepare for the day. Sometimes I light a candle to make the room feel warm and peaceful. When I have to travel, my morning starts earlier than usual. I pack my bag the night before so I don't forget anything. I make sure to eat something light before leaving because traveling can take a lot of energy. I also double-check tickets, documents, and the weather at my destination. These mornings feel exciting because I know I'm going somewhere new or special. There are also days when I have important events, like a job interview, a meeting, or a celebration. On these days, I spend extra time choosing clothes and making sure I feel confident. I might listen to uplifting music or remind myself of positive thoughts. Having a good start on these days helps me feel prepared for whatever comes next. No matter what kind of morning it is, I try to remember one important thing. The way I start my day often shapes the rest of it. If I begin with calm, kindness, and preparation, the rest of the day usually feels easier and better. So, if you are thinking about your own morning routine, remember that it doesn't have to be perfect. Start with a few small steps that make you feel good: drinking water, stretching, opening the window, or having a healthy breakfast. Over time, these small actions will become habits that make every morning smoother. Thank you for joining me today on English Pod Studio. I hope hearing about my morning routine has given you ideas for your own. You can even practice by speaking or writing about your mornings in English. This will not only help you remember new words, but also make your learning more personal. Until next time, keep learning, keep practicing, and keep starting your mornings in a way that makes you happy.